Yo, what is up guys? It's your boy Clouds here, and as y'all can see, we are doing another fruit review. Now this fruit needs no introduction. We all know this fruit is busted. I'm gonna just say that right out the gate. This fruit is busted. But this has been a video I've been wanting to get out the way so I can hurry up and reset GORO, because I actually don't like this fruit. But anyways, hopefully y'all enjoy this video, and maybe you'll learn something about how to use GORO. So let's get right into it, guys. Okay guys, so first off, we get into the moveset of GORO. The moveset is actually pretty good. We got 5 moves here. So we don't have 6 moves like most legendaries do. However, this is a pretty good range of moves. The first move being the most commonly and really good move being lightning paralyzation. Basically, anyone inside this move gets stunned for a period of time, allowing you to hit them with another combo. And I'll showcase that right now, guys. Okay guys, so one thing GORO has the ability to do is, if you guys can see right here, after a normal M1 combo, you just jump, do this, and it allows you to get a whole another M1 combo. And this makes it a really good move because of the combo potential. Most fruits, you'll have a 5 M1 combo and then you'll end it with like a Pika kick or something like that as a combo ender. But this fruit, it allows you to do insane long combos. Like if I get a block break with Collier, I can go for like 3 M1 combos. So I do M1, one M1 combo, go for lightning paralyzation, another M1 combo. If I get a block break with Collier, or even if I just land Collier in general, I get another M1 combo. That's 3 M1 combos just off of this one move that it allows you to do. It's really good. Next move right here, we have Flash Mash. This is a teleport. This is also the only block break in GORO's move kit. It has a bit of a high startup time, and so it is relatively easy to perfect block. However, one way you can easily use Flash Mash, this isn't like a guarantee to land, but you could just do 5 M1s. Oh, I over aimed that. You guys get the gist though. But I'm a bot, but you guys get the gist. But that's one easy combo you can do with that. 5 M1 into Flash Mash, and it is GORO's only block break, so use it sparingly. It has a decently long cooldown in arena. Next move is a move you'll commonly see a lot of GORO users spam, Lightning Wrath. Very high AoE, good damage. However, again, and this is a trend with all GORO moves, it has high startup, so you're gonna want to use this in a bit of an unpredictable way, because if not, against a good player, you're gonna get perfect blocked on all your moves. Last move right here is Lightning Dragon. That one has probably the least startup time out of the 3 of here, and it comes out, I think, the quickest. Lightning Wrath may come out quicker. Let me see. It comes out about the same, but pretty much the same thing as the other 2. Has high startup time, decently high damage. One thing to note though is it does take quite a bit amount of stamina, but pretty much the same thing with Flash Mash. After you get done with an M1 combo, you can pretty much throw any of these out, and I'll show you guys that right here. See this? However, with Lightning Dragon and Lightning Wrath, they will have enough time to block, so I would use that as a mix-up and not like, your bread and butter combo. I honestly forgot my build doesn't use the ult, so I had to reset it just to get the ult. But this is the ult right here, Thunder Greeting, and it's basically the same as the Mara ult. And, it's pretty good damage, obviously block breaks, but due to the fact that you have to charge it so much before it gets like really big, a lot of players will have enough time to either tech high, or sometimes if you're while I'm using my ult, if they get behind like a rock or something, or the ult gets stuck on the ceiling or something like that, the ult won't hit. So it has its upsides and downsides. This is not really something I would really recommend using. It's not the best ult, which is why I don't even have it in my main build. But overall, this is a pretty good moveset. Not pretty good, that's actually really good moveset. And mainly the main reason why it's really good is because of lightning paralyzation, the amount of combo potential that this one move gives you. And then the other moves are obviously really good as well. However, they are pretty easily perfect blockable against a good player. You will notice that. But honestly, this is a really good moveset. So with that said, let's get into the tips and gameplay, guys. Okay guys, so for this part of the video, instead of going in arena like I usually do, I'm just gonna go against my friends. He told me to tell y'all don't roast because this is his first time using Mara, so he's not actually that good with it. But okay, so first off is tips I can give you guys. GORO has quite a bit of versatility in terms of like what weapons it can do good with. And so this means you're kind of flexible a little bit. The weapons I would say it has best doing with, depending on your build. One, flowers and GORO is a broken combo, guys. It is actually a busted combo due to the fact that flowers has stuns, and it allows you to get another M1 combo extension. So you could just go for like one M1 flower, and if you land it, another M1 lightning paralyzation. If you land it, another M1 collier, and if you land it, another M1. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's actually the most brain dead combo, and it really takes no skill. But you know, if you want to win, flowers GORO is a really easy way to win. Other weapons that do really good with GORO are obviously candy cane, trident, bicento. So those are pretty much the main weapons I would say you want to use for GORO. Now the fighting styles you want to use pretty much all across the board. You want to use blackleg. However, Fishman GORO is pretty good as well. So yeah, pretty much blackleg, and I would say go for a blackleg main build in my opinion. You don't really want to go for a sword build with this. You want to have kind of like the bare minimum in sword. You want to be relying on blackleg because, like, honestly, it's really good. Like, blackleg honestly pairs together really well with GORO. Not even just for collier, but you can kind of throw in a mixture of blackleg, you know, bicento, GORO, and you have a couple different ways of getting block breaks there. And honestly, that just allows you a lot more combo potential, you know, with party table kick, potential other moves. I'm gonna throw in flash mash here, so you guys can see that. But yeah, as for like fighting styles, yeah, I would definitely go for blackleg with GORO. Now, as for the other combos, pretty much just simple combos. GORO actually has some of the easiest combos to execute in the game, in my opinion. 5M1 electric polarization, 5M1 into collier, 5M1 into, you know, whatever you want at that point. You guys see, it's actually really easy to execute. And that's why a lot of people, you know, go after this fruit, because it's actually really easy to pick up and you get such high reward for how easy it is. Now, as I said in the move showcase, a couple things I recommend you guys get good at is kind of being unpredictable with your moves a little bit. My friend here, he's actually pretty good at perfect blocking, which is why I'm trying not to use my GORO moves too much. And then when I do, I kind of use it in an unpredictable way. So you guys see I got a block break here, so it allows me to get to party table kick, get a lot of damage. It kind of allows me to reset my whole combo. You guys see I got a long stack of M1 combo going on here. See, he was able to perfect block my collier there, but as I said, you guys probably want to get a little unpredictable with your moves. Don't just use it so predictably. And what I mean by that is a lot of GORO players, what they'll do before they go for a lightning wrath, they'll like Geppo up in the air, which is pretty much telling your opponent, hey, I'm about to use a move, you know what I'm saying? So try to get a little more unpredictable with your moves. And definitely with this fruit, you're going to need to be good with M1s. You're definitely going to need to be solid with M1s with this fruit. Because if you can't get in, you're not really going to be able to land those big damage combos. And I'm going to tell you right now, spamming with this fruit does not really work that well, in my opinion. This is a fruit kind of where you have to get good at M. But if you guys can get decent at M1s, you can start landing these easy combos. I mean, these are major damage, guys. Like, look at this. I'm literally getting him below half just for touching him once. You know, because I got that block breaker with that. Obviously, that's a lot more damage. Over aim that, but you guys can see just how kind of brain dead this fruit is. Like, honestly, this is why this fruit, in my opinion, is probably the most boring fruit in the game. Because it's so good, it's so easy to use. Like, these combos I'm doing are like really like the easiest to execute. And pretty much it's a situation where, like, if you hit your opponent once, you're dealing like so much damage. So yeah, this is kind of the tips and gameplay part of the video. Let's get into the next part of the video, which is showing the feats of the fruit. Okay guys, so now we got into the pros and cons, and there's not really that much cons. It's mainly like pros for this fruit. I mean, we all know it's brain dead, we all know this fruit's really good, but just to break down some of the pros, The first pro is brain dead. And now what I mean by brain dead is everything about this fruit is really easy to execute. A beginner could pick up this fruit. You know, beginner new max level player could pick up this fruit, and then within like, you know, maybe an hour or so, pretty much know all the basic GORO combos. Like, it's really easy to use. It's not hard. All the combos are easy to execute. But that's one of the pros. It's really easy. Very beginner friendly fruit. It's not a hard fruit to use at all. The next pro I would say has insane combo potential due to versatility. You compare this with a lot of weapons. You compare this with like Bicento, Trident, Flowers, Candy Cane, you know what I'm saying? And all those different weapons allow you different kind of combo routes, combo potential. It's really good. The next pro is high damage. Overall across the board, you're going to be dealing a lot of damage with GORO. Even if you just do a basic combo, you're going to be dealing insane damage. As you guys seen in my tips and gameplay video, because I got that one Glock break on Collier, it allowed me to get so much more damage, and that's all really due to lightning paralyzation. If lightning paralyzation wasn't a thing, you'd only be able to get 2 M1s instead of 3. Obviously, if you get a block break with Collier, you get 3. But with lightning paralyzation, you get 4 full M1 combos. You can end it whatever you want. So you're gonna be dealing high damage with this fruit no matter what. Decent AOE. Now on these 2 moves right here, you know, it's a decent AOE. It's like about right here to here in terms of AOE. Flash Smash also decent AOE. Lightning Wrath is the only move apart from the ult that has like really good AOE, and then Lightning Paralyzation. Obviously, the longer you hold it, the more AOE it has. So overall, across the board, this has pretty decent AOE, I would say. Another pro for this fruit, it is really good for dungeons. Like, surprisingly, like really good for dungeons. The AOE really helps. The high damage really helps. And I mean, the next pro is it's surprisingly overall decent for farming. Now, it's not as great as Pika, Magu, and some of these other fruits. However, you know, it gets the job done. You can ship farm with this. You can dungeon farm with this. You can boss farm a little bit with this. You're not going to be doing any like corner strats or anything like that. But the moves deal good damage. You have good stun, so you can kind of get the boss in combos a little bit with this. People that say it's bad for farming, it is not bad by any means for farming. I was able to do ship farming, dungeon farming, boss farming, whatever you name it with this. And the last pro, I would say, it has decent value in trading. You know, it's not, you know, it's definitely not the best value in trading, but it's got a good middle ground. GORO right now in terms of trade value is kind of like in the middle. You know, it's not below Marahie, but it's not on Magu and Pika level. So it's kind of just got a middle ground, and it's above GORO too. So pretty decent trade value. Those are pretty much most of the pros, I would say. Now let's get into the cons. There's not very many. The first con, I would say, is it's easily perfect blockable on every single one of these moves. You guys can see right there, even if I try to pull it as quick as possible, it still has like a whole second of startup time on all the moves. And against a good player that knows how to perfect block, you're gonna get punished a lot for throwing out moves. Next con, I would say high stam drain on the moves. Let me show you guys this move right here. I have 533 stam, so we have the max right here. You guys can see right there, it's like almost 100. You know what I'm saying? That's almost 100 stam just for that one move. Same with Lightning Wrath. Close to 100 for that one move. Now, Lightning Paralyzation, Flash Smash don't take that much, but overall, depending on the level of skill you have, you might be using these moves a lot. This does have a bit of high stam drain. Next con, I would say, this one I wouldn't really say is kind of a con, but it's slightly predictable. You know what a GORO user is going to do. You know the combos they're trying to go for, and because of that, it makes it slightly predictable. And if you're an experienced player, you can kind of like, you know, if you know it's a GORO user, you can kind of devote plans against that. So I would say that's definitely a bit of a con, not like really a big one, but it's definitely, you know, notable con. It's slightly predictable. You know what they're going to try to go for. There's 2 different GORO players. One that spam all 3 of these moves, and then the ones that just do like the semi-infinite combos. Kind of like what I'm doing. The next con, I would say, is it has no real mobility moves other than Flash Smash, but Flash Smash range is kind of dookie. That's literally the max range Flash Smash can go to, just right here. And I mean, that's not bad, but apart from a PvP factor, the fact that this, you know, fruit has no real mobility moves, that kind of sucks for grinding. You know, you're not gonna be able to go to fruits when they spawn quick. You're not really gonna be able to do get to areas quick in dungeons because of the lack of mobility. I mean, lack of mobility outside of PvP. Like inside of PvP, if you got GPO, you're pretty much good. But outside of PvP and for grinding, it kind of sucks sometimes. But those are pretty much all the cons I have for this fruit, and those cons aren't even really that bad. That's not really anything that really takes away from the fruit, in my opinion. But yeah, those are the pros and cons of this list. Now let's get into the conclusion, guys. Okay, guys, getting into the conclusion of this fruit. Surprise, surprise, this fruit is actually broken. If I had to give this on a scale of 1 to 10, I would definitely give it a 9.5 out of 10. The only reason I would not give it a straight 10 is because this is a fruit review. It's not only about PvP. You have to note that it is not the greatest for grinding. It is good, but there are definitely fruits that are way better than this in terms of grinding. You know, we went over the pros and cons. This thing does not have many cons, and the cons it does have are not even really detrimental. But this thing is actually broken in PvP, man. Like, no matter how you look at it, bro, if you try to say GORO takes skill, you're wrong. I don't care what you're saying, you're wrong if you think this fruit takes skill. This is actually one of the easiest fruits to pick up, in my opinion, making it a really good fruit for beginners trying to get into PvP if they can get their hands on it. Combo's really easy to execute, high damage, man. You can do anything in the game with this. You know what I'm saying? You get this fruit, it's not just PvP. But the one thing I gotta say about this fruit, it is the most repetitive, boring fruit in the game. This is not one of my favorite fruits at all. In fact, this is my least favorite fruit in the game. I don't think I'll ever be eating this fruit again. I wanted to get this fruit review out today just so I can get, you know, the fruit review out, because this is like my series. I'm gonna do it for every fruit eventually, and then I just want to get this out the way so I can reset this fruit, guys. But really good fruit. However, it does not take skill, and you know the reason it's so boring to me is because it's almost too good. It feels like it feels too cheese. Wins do not feel rewarding with this fruit, and I have to say that. Like, I have to be honest with that. Wins do not feel rewarding with this fruit. I hate this fruit, man. I hate this fruit. And yeah, hopefully y'all enjoyed this video. Let me know what y'all think about this in the comments. However, there's not really much you can argue on this. It's broken. But anyways, it's been your boy Clouds. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.